We are back, baby. Welcome to another edition of the CCA California podcast. Good to be with you for, the first time in a long time, Tony.
For the first time in forever, yes. What seems like forever.
Yeah, we've been busy. It's not because we didn't want to come in here into our studio and all that, but we've just been busy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yep. How are you doing? We're going to get all into Star here in a little bit. We're very, very, very excited because the Star Tournament kicks off tomorrow.
It's here. 2025 Star Tournament is here. We've talked it up at the shows. Everybody knew about it last year. We are less than 24 hours away.
We're giving away some cool prizes. We're giving away some really cool prizes, some great sponsors as well that attribute those cool prizes. And I'm looking forward to it. We'll give it another minute or two for the live stream to catch up. Hopefully everyone is joining us right now. And how are we looking, Tony?
We are looking good so far.
Who do we got here? I'm trying to find the stream really quick. Who do we have?
I have it on mine.
Oh, sorry.
Stand by here. Stand by.
There you are. All right.
We have a handful of new faces joining us.
Nice, nice. How is everybody doing? When you're popping into the chat, let us know. Are you part of the 2025 Star Tournament? Are you signed up yet? Please tell me that you have, because never say never, but tomorrow's Saturday when a lot of people go fishing.
I remember, quick story time, I remember last year when the Star Tournament kicked off, we had submissions within the first couple minutes. People were already out there launching their boats, launching their kayaks. They already had submissions in within the first few minutes that the tournament went live.
Yeah. It's unreal to where you're absolutely right. To where, like, even at midnight, my phone was going off. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? People were pre-fishing, submitting fish right at midnight, 12:01, whenever it kicks off, and it's exciting.
Yeah, and I think last year is one of those things where, it was our first year doing the tournament, and it took Chris probably 2 years just to get it going, getting logistics started, just trying to get it up and live and going. And there was this moment of hesitation of, oh man, it's starting. Are we going to get submissions? Can people get through the app? There's all these questions that go through our mind. And to see submissions rolling in right at midnight 05, that's a pretty good feeling to me at least, to know that at least some of the work that we did,
I know,
it reached somebody.
I know, it's unreal. Let's try this. Let's see if that works.
You figured out what I could not. Oh, baby.
All right.
I hear an echo on my end.
There's an echo.
Oh, man.
How about now?
Oh, much better.
There you go.
Much
I just muted
better.
myself.
All right.
All right. Let's give it another minute or two. So let's kind of, for those of you listening to us on the podcast, rather than have dead air, we've been busy, Tony. We've had banquets. We've had the Anthony Shea dinner. Mm-hmm. We've been basically going through Star this whole time. Wow. We've been busy the spring, the entire spring. For those of you who joined us this past weekend at Apps and Taps in San Diego, thank you. That was remarkable. Our San Diego chapter pulled off a great event, like they always do, and we've also had another banquet in Channel Islands hit off without a hitch as well back in April.
Oh, not just that. We had, I don't think I'll ever forget this year in the week of events we had. We had 4 events in 7 days.
Yeah.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. So let's go through it. We had, oh gosh, I don't even know if I can do this in order. We had Bay Bass Classic. We had the Channel Islands Poker Tournament. We had no, did I say that one already? What am I missing?
Yeah.
Angler's Night Out
Yeah.
at Bass Pro Shops. And then we had Day at the Docks.
Now you got me confused. Yeah, that was about right. That's the order. That was a hell of a stretch, to be honest. I'm not sure if I'd be willing to go through that again, but we did it. We got through it, which is great.
Chris, who puts these schedules together? Why do we do this to ourselves?
Not me. Not me.
Is it me?
Well, anyways, let's get started here. So we have, obviously, the Star Tournament coming up tomorrow. If you guys have not registered for the Star Tournament, please do. Don't miss out on a golden opportunity, hopefully this weekend. Have you checked the weather this weekend? Is it supposed to be nice?
I have checked the weather offshore, and there is weather offshore. I have been told that it is a superstitious thing to say the W word. Do you know what the W word is?
I don't want to say it. I know what it is, but I don't want to say it.
There you go. I'm sure we can figure it out. It has to do with atmospheric conditions locally.
Yeah.
We can feel it on our face. If this is in your face, you're in the right place. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Good call. Well, like I said, the first weekend of the Star Tournament, it's always a good opportunity. It always is a great opportunity to work out all the kinks in not only your boats and your gear and your, I guess, your habits as well. Because, I mean, it's really one of the first opportunities to go fishing for this year. And the good part about it is if you are busy, like a lot of us are on the Memorial Day weekend, there's still 14 weeks left to go on this tournament, which is great. Every opportunity, I mean, we've already belabored the fact that last year's Star Tournament, the winner of the boat won on 2 entries.
2 yellowtails. Two
Two
yellowtails.
Yeah, that's it. The guy behind him caught a halibut on 1 entry and won a trip to Alaska on 1 entry.
And these are all very real prizes. You can go to our YouTube. You can check our Instagram out. Go to our YouTube especially, and we have the winners posted on there. So if you want to check out the people that won, the prizes that they won, they had it in hand, ready to go. Please check us out. Check those videos out on YouTube. Those are live. But an important thing I wanted to add, Chris, to what you had said. You had said working out the kinks. It's also working out kinks for us too, right? I mean, last year being the first year, we learned a lot. We're doing a lot of things similarly that we know worked out really well, but we're also doing some things a little bit differently. So troubleshoot wise, especially if you're having issues through the app, if you're just having issues in general, please reach out to us. Reach out to us so we can make sure to get your submissions all dialed. And it helps us in the future too. Maybe there's something that needs to get fixed on our end. So that all helps. We do have a question from our good friend, El Sueño, the El Sueño himself. He asked, any videos of how to submit your entry using the app? Well, it's funny you should ask that because we just finished the tutorial video. So that will be going live at 5 o'clock today. 5 o'clock today, or you can check our YouTube. I believe it's posted. Is it posted? The video's up on our YouTube as of 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, sorry, Tony. I let the cat out of the bag. That
Here, I thought I was adding suspense. No.
Sorry. So let's go over some of these fantastic grand prizes this year. Let's start off with the elephant in the room, the boat. The boat. Win this boat. Grand prize 2025 18-foot Parker Center console with a 150 motor on the back with the trailer as well. Retail value on that $60,000.
Wow.
60 grand.
Wow.
Yeah. courtesy of our friends at West Coast Marine down in Costa Mesa. Thank you, Nick.
Nick Kelly.
Yep, thank you, Nick, and also our good friends at Yamaha Outboards as well, providing the motor there. That's what everyone is after. That's what a lot of guys went up to the boat while we were at the show season, or all the shows basically, and they were checking out their new boat, talking quite a big game. Some of them, I must say. And they've got their eyes on the prize, that's for sure.
Oh, there's a hearty / healthy dose of competition going out there for that thing.
Yes, for sure. Another grand prize. We'll kind of run down the list. A 1-day trip with the famous Ali Husseini.
Have you seen his Brass Monkey boat?
I've
Brass
seen
Monkey
it.
Sport Fishing, that boat?
I have seen it.
Oh, that thing
badass.
is so cool. so rad.
Yes, it is badass. You get to fish with Ali. He's pretty funny in itself as well. And that's going to be a fantastic trip. Also, up there in retail value, too.
Yeah. Did you say the retail value?
I didn't, but it looks like... Well, I won't say. I won't say.
Sure.
Yeah, it's almost priceless to go fishing with that guy.
Alex the Sport Barber, he has signed up. Can't wait to submit my first fish.
Excellent.
Alex, I'm sorry I couldn't fish with you that day. Man, I missed out on a day. But we'll have to reschedule. I'll have to reschedule and go back out with you.
Yes.
With you and Chris.
Yes, absolutely. Going down the list, we have a great friend in Howie Stretch from Newport Vessels. He is donating let me get this straight, an NS-130 inflatable boat, battery, and the NT300 electric motor. All in that package.
So that boat, that's the one that was released at ICAST last year. Correct?
I believe so, yeah.
And we had the very special privilege. We got to see it, I think, before anybody else did.
Kind of, yeah.
Because it was in our warehouse for 2 months.
A little
taking
bit.
up space. Thank you, Howie, for that.
We kid Howie. Yes, that was, technically, we're giving away 2 boats this year.
Technically.
Yeah.
We've stepped up. We've stepped up.
Yes. So it's that's just a badass prize, whether you're on the water, on the ocean, on the lake. It's multifaceted. That's a multifaceted prize for sure. Next one. We've got another Cedros trip this year, this time courtesy of our friends at Cedros Outdoor Adventures and Stoked on Fishing. You're going to get to go fish with Shay McEntee.
So cool. So cool.
Yes, that is a 4-day trip down to the island. Going to go catch some calico bass. Going to go catch some yellowtail as well. It is all good stuff whenever you're finding yourself on that magical island, which, by the way, Tony has not been to yet.
I know, Chris. It's on my list. It's on my list.
I know. So that is great news. Thank you so much to the Stoked on Fishing crew and to Cedros Outdoor Adventures. Next up, we have a 5-day trip on the Independence out of 22nd Street Landing. And Point Loma, too.
That will be a cool trip.
Have you been on a 5-day before?
No, I have not.
Neither have I.
I know. Isn't that disgraceful?
Disgraceful. We're probably just not at that era of our lives yet, but we will be. We will be. At least that's what I'm telling myself. But yeah, a 5-day trip on board that beautiful vessel, the Independence. It's a great opportunity. If you've never fished that boat, that platform, we know a lot of people who have, and they swear by it. So.
Wait, hold on, Chris. Have you fished on a 5-day trip before?
No.
You
never.
haven't?
No.
Really?
Yeah. The longest I've ever been, I believe, is a 2.5 day.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we're going to change that this year. We're going to do a trip this year.
All right.
Or next year.
That sounds good. So thank you to our good friends at the Independence and 22nd Street Landing as well. New this year, we're giving away a new line, basically a whole lineup of rods. The California Tri-Helix composite rods from Turner's. Thank you, Turner's. It's we have them. We've taken a look at them. I think you've probably had a ganter on them, Tony. What do you think?
I have. I've fished a number of Californians before, and I like them a lot. I'm a fan.
Yes.
Very underrated. Very underrated rod.
For sure. Alex says, been to Cedros on a 7-day skiff trip 8 times. Well,
Holy smokes.
can't say he hasn't fished that island. Nice work, Alex. Moving down the list, we've got, and they're in not necessarily a particular order going down the line here, just basically as they pop up on my screen. So keep that in mind. We have a EGS 23 gun safe from Dean Safe, which I believe we've had that same safe in our booth at all of the shows in recent years, for sure.
Yes. Last year for sure.
Yeah, last year for sure, and it's badass. I mean, you don't have to keep guns in your safe nowadays. I mean, with the amount of tackle, how expensive it is, it's a good investment to just throw everything in there, make sure it's nice and secure. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, absolutely. And it's fireproof too, I believe.
Yep, fireproof for I can't remember how many minutes, but it's badass. It's nice and heavy, and it's just a really fantastic prize. And yeah, it'll be good. All right, moving down the list, we got our great friends at Pro Maranahi USA involved this year in our Star Tournament. This year, they're being a little I don't know what you would call it. It's good. It's, I guess, generic, to where they're basically going to let you pick your prize. You're going to get a $1,200 voucher from Pro Maranahi, and basically whatever they sell, you get to keep up to $1,200. So that's basically a $1,200 shopping spree.
Yeah, super, super generous of them. And, they have such a wide range of gear and tackle, from rockfish to lingcod gear to fishing for lobster. There's crab stuff on there too. I mean, there's a lot of gear on there to choose from. So very thankful, very generous. Thank you guys.
I call that multifaceted.
Multifaceted, yes, yes.
Yep. And rounding out our 2025 grand prizes, we've got 2 left. One of which is a full lineup of storage boxes from Decked. Decked is a brand new sponsor to CCA California. We are so grateful for them. And I don't know if you've followed them on social media, Tony, but their boxes, I think they float too, which is awesome.
Really?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, but super generous prize from Decked there, and you're going to get a whole lineup of their new storage boxes with a pen reel to go with that as well, just to basically start your collection of stuff to store in those boxes.
Heck yeah. Man, if my car was not a lease, I would get the full roundup.
Yeah.
The full roundup of Decked boxes. Those things are so cool, and the amount of things that you can store, from tackle to tools.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get a very, very awesome prize there.
Oh, yeah. And last but not least, probably one of my favorite of the prizes. They're all my favorite, but this one in particular is beneficial. You're going to get a brand new package from Blackstone Grills. And what's included in that package? You're going to get I believe it's their biggest model, a 36-inch griddle, which is phenomenal, by the way. My family certainly appreciates Blackstone. You're also going to get a pizza oven as well, which I'm very, very interested in for myself too. And on top of that, to throw it in, you're going to get a deluxe toolkit, which is 6 pieces, and the pizza basics kit, all rounding out at over $1,000 worth of product from Blackstone. So thank you to Blackstone.
Yeah, Blackstone, for those of you who became Life members this year as being a new sponsor with us, that was our initiative. So if you became a Life member this year, you got to go home with a 28, with the 28-inch version. So imagine just catching fish, logging them in. You get to go home with the upgraded model. You get to make fresh pizza for your family, which pizza to me is very near and dear to my heart. So very jealous of whoever goes home with this thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's going to round out our grand prizes. We'll get to all the different divisions a little bit later on, but we are also very excited to have another twist for our Ute division. Tony, do you want to take us through that?
Absolutely. So we, this year, are giving out 3 $5,000 scholarships. 3 $5,000 scholarships to our youth division winners. And that's really special. And we cannot have done that without Mudhole, without AFTCO without Batson. We're doing Akuma packages. We're doing some amazing things. And this can get front loaded to vocational schools, to books, to items for your school. This is something I'm really glad we were able to do this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to all three of our sponsors, Mudhole, AFCO, and Batson Enterprises, for providing basically the opportunity to offer these scholarships. It really is not only the right thing to do, but it's a great opportunity for our youth anglers to really, take advantage of $5,000 worth of scholarships.
Yeah, if I had been smarter, I would have looked into fishing related scholarships many years ago before I went to college. So the fact that there are so many opportunities now between clubs, between the Star tournament now, I think opens the door for a lot of kids.
Yeah, yeah. And the best part about this is a $10 entry.
$10.
Yeah, $10. That's all it takes. Technically, you're buying the $10 youth membership, and we're throwing you into the Star Tournament for free. But for $10, I mean, you can't pass up that opportunity. And from the numbers that I've seen so far, the good news is we have quite a few youth anglers who have already entered into the Star Tournament, which is great.
Yeah, so youth anglers being 13 to 17 years old, that's the age bracket for this. So if you're under 13, if you're over 17, sorry, you are not eligible. But 13 to 17 years old, it's $10 to specifically enter the Star Tournament and potentially get some scholarship money thrown your way.
Yeah, well, I don't feel too bad for the over 18ers because they get to compete for a boat. So
that is also true.
Excellent. Well, to round us out, well, not to round us out, but we let's keep going down the list here. Moving on.
We're not even close to being done.
Weekly prizes. Weekly prizes. So, guys, we have a full list of weekly prizes on our website. Make sure you go check it out at ccacalifornia.org/star. For all this information. Really, really appreciate you doing that. But just a rundown of weekly prizes. We've got 14 weeks, Tony. And every single week, 14 weeks, we have a weekly prize.
Yeah.
Very similar to how we did it last year. Just to kind of give you a rundown on prizes, what we're talking about here. We're giving away a pen reel, an AFCO backpack, with some jigs, Costa sunglasses, an Okuma reel, spots on sport boats, a 3/4 day trip for two, an angle cooler dry box, a Lexa 400, an FS rod, thanks to our friends at FS, OCT, they've thrown in jigs, an accurate reel, fish dope, full day trip on the San Diego, $200 to Grundon's, a 3/4 day trip up in the Channel Islands and on the Stardust. I mean, all kinds of great stuff are up for grabs every single week.
And what's important to mention is you not only can win a weekly prize, you can still win a main prize. We had a number, well, maybe not a number, but we had a handful of people last year that were submitting fish every week. They were entered into the weekly prize. They got their weekly prize, and they got a main prize as well.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you win a weekly prize doesn't mean you are out of the running for that boat.
By the way, that was kind of a wink, too, from us, to where just because you win a weekly prize doesn't mean that you can't win a grand prize. Not only that, we also had quite a few of weekly prize winners who were participating and posting and all that stuff. They won grand prizes, too.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But can you win multiple weekly prizes?
I believe you can.
Oh, you can?
I believe so, on according to the rules.
Ah.
I'll double check, but I believe
you
can. Just looking in the comments here, Chris Bragg. Hello from the San Marcos DMV. Hi, Chris.
We're glad you're passing the time efficiently there, Chris.
I've been to that DMV before. It's not fun. But then again, what DMV is. All right, let's move down the list here. We've got one of our most common questions, actually, which is actually a good one, is can you use last year's measuring device? And the answer is you can. I'll let Tony kind of do the honors here.
Oh, man. All right. Where am I Where's the camera?
Towards Instagram.
Oh, gotcha. This one, the important one.
Yes. So a couple different
I think
things
I'm backwards. Is this the beginning? Yes.
on your right hand is the beginning. Yeah.
All right.
So basically, that is the same device that we've been handing out pretty much all year long at the shows, at different events. If you've registered, if you hit us up for one, this is the brand new one. Really, the only difference between the new one and the old one are we just added the different lines for the new species, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Essentially, if you've got an old measuring device from last year that has all the colorful fish and all the different sponsors from last year and all that, that is still good. Let me say that one more time. The last year's measuring device, if you have last year's measuring device still, that is still good for this year's tournament. You don't have to use the new one. We just basically printed out some more just to help our friends up in Northern California distinguish what they need to be for our brand new species. But if you have last year's measuring device, that is still good for this year. So rest assured, you are still legal. In terms of measuring devices, though, I know we've had quite a bit of calls and emails and text messages and voicemails and more calls.
WhatsApp.
Zolio. The Fishing Chaos chat feature saying how we have some tackle stores that are out of stock. Well, that is good news, bad news. Bad news is they're out of stock. The good news is you guys have demanded so many. We've gotten so much input and participation from the Star Tournament. It is really exciting to know. The good news is that is going to change here very, very quickly. We have brand new measuring devices on their way and out to your tackle stores. A full list of tackle stores and landings, by the way, is available on our website at the Star Tournament webpage, ccacalifornia.org/star. That's the full list of where they're at. And like I said, if you find or stumble across a place that does not have a measuring device, it's okay. Don't worry. Reach out to us on the Fishing Chaos app. We will certainly get some more to that place, but also we'll take care of you as well. We have been for the last, I'd say, 48 hours or so with all these different inquiries. But like I said, if you have last year's measuring device, that's okay. You can use that all summer long. It's still good. No harm, no foul. All right. Did I miss anything for for measuring devices, Tony? Did I get everything?
Yeah, main thing here, aside from being able to use last year's device does not have obviously it doesn't have the new species that are added this year. So when you upload your new species, so your lingcod, your striped bass has to be 22 inches. If you catch salmon, if you're central Northern California, your salmon's 26 inches. Again, that's not on the old device. So commit those to memory if you happen to fish for those species.
Okay, let's move on to some of the changes for this year. We'll start with the species since we kind of already teased it. So, brand new species for this year. We've got lingcod, we've got stripers, and we have salmon. We added those three basically to get our friends up in Northern California more involved with this tournament, give them an opportunity to win this boat. And the size limit on the lingcod and the stripers is 22, which I believe is the legal size for stripers. It definitely is the legal size for lingcod. So if you catch a legal, you're in. That's all you have to do. Same rules apply. 2 entries per category per day. That's how many you could submit each and every day, but you can keep racking up those entries once a day. On the salmon, that is 26, if I'm
26.
Yeah, 26. 26 inches, if you catch a 26-inch salmon, you are in the running. However, granted, the salmon season is fairly short this year.
Very short, but we do have a salmon season this year.
We do. So, actually, Chris Bragg just hit on what I was about to say. Thank you for stealing my thunder, Chris. We are also allowing speared fish this year in the Star Tournament. So if you are a spear fisherman, you are eligible now. Same category or same rules apply, 2 entries per category per day. But you are eligible now for all of the grand prizes, which is big news.
So it's not like spearfishing has their own category. Speared fish are just now eligible with the hook and line fish.
Correct. Yep, exactly. So those are some of the big changes. One more also big change, and I know a lot of our folks down in San Diego are happy about this one. The boundaries have changed. It is no longer U.S. waters only. It goes from the California-Oregon border all the way down to the tip of Baja, Cabo San Lucas on the Pacific side. All those waters are now eligible for the Star Tournament. So if you go on long-range trips, if you go on 2-day trips, if you go on day and a half, leaving out of San Diego, if all the fish are in Mexican waters, it doesn't matter anymore. You are now eligible. So that was a big request from last year from our anglers, and we made that happen this year.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. I mean, when you think about how big the San Diego fleet is alone and how many boats are pointed straight south every day, every other day, depending on the trip length, to be able to open it up all the way down to Cabo, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That opens up a whole breadth of water to input your fish. Unless they stay at Tanner and Cortez and
Then it
out
doesn't
west.
matter. Then it doesn't matter. So that is pretty much all of the big major changes that are applicable for this year's tournament. Again, thank you so much to the hard work done by our committee at the state board level, along with our chair, Davey Brown. Thank you so. Oh, speaking of the devil, Davey Brown checking in the chat. This event sounds awesome. I would hope so if you're planning it. Anyways, a couple new wrinkles that we've added this year to the Star Tournament are a couple more divisions. Returning for 2025 is our white sea bass head collection division. So what that means, if you catch a white sea bass, if you basically catch a legal size sea bass, if you catch a 36-inch or more sea bass, not only you get to win twice or submit twice. One of which is for the grand prize, but also if you catch a legal size fish for sea bass, then basically you get the opportunity to submit your head. If you turn in a head to the all the freezers at the landings or at Hub SeaWorld Research Institute, if you donate your head for sea bass, you get entered in to win a very special prize from Salty Crew. This year, I believe it's a full bib and jacket suit, a wetsuit. Not a wetsuit, but it's a, help me out with Tony. It's
a waterproof bib
set. Thank you.
And jacket.
That's what it is. Thank
Waterproof bib and jacket.
Yeah.
We all knew what you were talking about. It's fine.
Thank you. So you get entered to win that. That is unlimited. So however many sea bass heads you turn in, you are not only going to get eligible or one more entry for that prize, but also you're helping out science too. You're helping out the hatchery program. So that is our returning division. And our next division, which are two of our brand new divisions, one of which is, we kind of already talked about it about a month ago or so. We are very excited about our new Mylar Balloon division, which is fantastic. Also helping out not only science, but the environment too.
Yeah, and what's so sad is, I mean, as anglers, every time we go out on a boat, on a skiff, on a kayak, well, a lot of times, even on a kayak, you're fishing in the bay, you see these Mylar balloons. And it's something so easy and so simple that anglers can do. Mm-hmm. To just pluck it.
I mean, normally they do anyway. So now you're just going to get an opportunity to win another prize for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're doing the right thing and you're getting awarded for it.
Yeah. So ultimately how it's going to work is you retrieve that balloon off the water, you grab a picture of it with your measuring device, and you submit that through the Fishing Chaos app in the Mylar division, and that's it. That's all you got to do, other than just toss it in the trash when you return on your trip. That's it. And if you want to take another step further, which would be greatly, greatly appreciated, hop on to our good friends RV Polar, their website. to take a survey about said balloon. That really is going to drive more data, and it's really helpful too to learn about where your, I guess, what they call interaction of this Mylar balloon. So that's really exciting. Thank you so much to our friends at RV Polar. And also thank you to our good friends at Fish Lab Tackle, who have kicked in a $250 gift card for the winner of this division.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And our final division that we're really excited about, we just announced it a couple days ago, which hopefully all of you guys have heard about by now. We have a shorts division for sand bass. If you guys remember from the last couple months, we've been pushing sand bass pretty hard. Not so much on the fishing side, but at the commission level, and we've dealt with some challenges there. Well, now we're actually going to do our part. So this year, we have created a shorts division for barred sand bass only. So if you catch any sand bass this year, whether it's below 18 inches or above 18 inches, you're going to get counted for a prize, for actually one of 7 prizes. So ultimately, what you have to do, no matter what. Oh, and by the way, on the 18-inch, or I'm sorry, below 18-inch category, the shorts division, it's unlimited entries.
Yeah.
So you can sit there, catch however many sand bass in a single trip, and you can keep submitting fish all day long if you want.
So while you're trying to get a fish to qualify for the boat, all the shorts that we know you're going to catch can qualify you for another prize.
Yeah. That's really, really important, and we've already discussed at length why that's important. And basically, our friends at, let me try and get this straight here. We have great sponsors in Fisherman's Landing, SAC, Salty Crew, Angle Coolers, Turners, Fishworks, Nomad, and Darren at 310 Rodworks. You're going to get one of those prizes. All those prizes are listed on our website, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So all of that, once again, driving, I would call citizen science and really doing your part in terms of the data collection.
Yeah, absolutely. Todd Burton, Mr. Metal Art. Hello, Todd. Good seeing you last week. You asked, how about spotties at 16 inches? Yes, that is a very healthy, that is a very hardy spotty, but unfortunately, they do need to be 18 inches. So your sand bass, your calico bass, your spotted bay bass, all your saltwater bass, 18-inch minimum to qualify for that boat. It is a tournament, so there has to be some level of...
You have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yep. One more shout out to our grand prize sponsors, West Coast Marine, Yamaha, Brass Monkey Sport Fishing, Independent, Cedros Outdoor Adventures, Stoked on Fishing, Newport Vessels, Turners, Dean Safe, Promar Nahi USA, Decked, Blackstone, and Angle Coolers. Thank you guys so much for making this tournament happen.
We could not do it without them.
Absolutely not. One more time, if you are interested, if you're one of those people that like to dig into the rules of every tournament, the rules are available on our website, ccacalifornia.org/star. You can read the rules to your little heart desires, but all of those rules are on our website currently.
And to reiterate, a tutorial is going up, has gone up actually, I take that back. A tutorial is live on our YouTube right now, how to measure your fish, answering a lot of questions that we've been getting over the last 48 hours. So please make sure to check out our YouTube. It will be going up later, in the next couple hours on all the social media platforms.
Mm-hmm. So I think that is the bulk of what we wanted to talk about today, but let me tease something out there. We haven't announced this yet, but the guys on Instagram and also on the podcast as well. By the way, if you haven't checked out our podcast, be sure to go subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. On Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, we're on it. If you listen to podcasts, you might as well listen to us babble on every single week. We haven't done so because like we said, we're super busy, but we're going to get back to it. We're going to have some really exciting guests coming up here.
Some new guests.
Some new guests too. One little teaser that I will throw out to our friends on Instagram and on the podcast. We haven't announced it yet, but keep this between us, right? We are going to have an after party this year. It's going to be super, super, super exciting. Last year, we had a great time at West Coast. We also had some really excited folks join us that day when we were out actually giving out prizes. Well, this year, we decided we're going to throw a party for it. So this year, mark your calendars, September 13th. September 13th, that's the day of the party.
And the day that we're announcing all the winners.
Yes.
And the winner of the boat.
Yes. So we're going to announce all of the winners at this party. It's free. It's going to be free to participate and all that. So come on down. Love to see you there. We are going to ask people to RSVP ahead of time, and you can do that on our website too, by the way. We'll make another formal announcement here in the coming weeks, but we're going to have an awards party. We're going to have an after party, September 13th. We haven't even talked about the location. It's going to be at our friends at Bass Pro Shop in Irvine. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, we are so thankful for the partnership that we've cultivated with them, especially with Rich, who managed 3 of the Bass Pro Shops here.
I thought I was busy, man.
Holy smokes. But we're so grateful for that. And he's been so gracious this whole year, essentially, that Bass Pro has come on board. We had such an amazing time at our first official Anglers Night Out at Bass Pro Shops in April. Was that only last month?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Feels like 6 months ago.
Yeah, no kidding. But we had such a great time. We're gonna do another party.
Yeah. Come on down September 13th at Bass Pro in Irvine. We would love to see you there. Please RSVP on our website under the events page as well. One more thing that I want to reiterate too. If you haven't signed up, you got to sign up. That's just the way it is. You got to sign up. And the beauty about it is because it only takes one entry. That's it. One entry to win that boat or any of our other grand prizes. Just because you don't sign up before the tournament doesn't mean you can't sign up after the tournament starts. You can sign up literally until September 1st, I think. Mm-hmm. And really, it only takes one entry to win that boat. So it's really, really important that you do. We'd love to have you take full advantage of the allotted time that we've given for the summer. And just go sign up now. It's $40. And if you're a youth, it's $10. What's not to love about that?
Yep. Ditto, Chris.
Yes. Well, I am trying to catch up on these comments here, making sure we don't have any questions. If you have any questions, make sure to leave it in the comments in the chat below on Instagram. Love to answer them. But really, we're just really excited. Davey says, I want to win that Blackstone. So do I, Davey. So do I. But we are really looking forward to this tournament. Once again, it starts less than 9 hours from now. 9 hours. It's 3 o'clock right now. It starts at midnight tonight. I'm sure a bunch of you are probably getting all your boats tuned up or kayaks ready to roll, geared up, ready to roll. And it's going to be a good time this summer for sure. And like I said, if not this weekend, the next weekend, or any of the following 13 weeks, you can win something or some really, really cool prizes.
Make sure you have your measuring device on you. We had so many people come up to us say, oh, well, I was in the tournament, but I didn't get to submit a fish. We would ask, well, why didn't you? And they said because they left their measuring devices at home. If you have a boat, leave it on the boat. Yeah.
Also, I don't think we mentioned this, but those handy-dandy acrylic measuring devices that is right in front of you, Tony, we actually have, I'd say, at least a couple dozen of these out on sport boats out across Southern California and Central California too. So if you forgot your measuring device, ask your captains, ask your crew if they have some. I am willing to bet on the boats that you go on, there's probably one that's already there. So if you forget it, it sucks, but you might have your saving grace. Or if you're going out of a landing, I'm sure they have also Tuna Tamer's Butch. Yep, he's our source. I'm sure if you're leaving out of a landing, they probably have extra measuring devices for you. But bottom line, don't forget your measuring devices. That's all.
And if you happen to go to a landing that does not have the device, please let us know. Please let us know so we can make sure we either ship one out to you or we make sure we are restocking where we need to.
Yep, exactly. Tony, did I miss anything? Are we good?
I have the list of sport boats with the bump board devices in front of me.
Ooh.
If you want me to run down the list here. So we
Let's do
have
it.
up north, we have Aloha Spirit, Black Pearl, Coral Sea, El Dorado, Thank You Butch. We have the Fury, we have Gray Light, Polaris Supreme, Pride, the Stardust, Some Fun, and the Tribute. All really good boats. Boats that run often. Often.
Popular too.
Very popular.
Yeah.
Very popular.
And we have more coming too. So once we have more in hand, we're probably going to be distributing those out to any other sport boat. So if you fish on your favorite sport boat and you notice that they don't have one, reach out to us too. I see a question here. What's up, CCA podcast? How do I use the Fishing Chaos app if I signed up at the show? I'll let you take this one, Tony.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So, if you haven't done so already, you need to download the Fishing Chaos app. So, the Fishing Chaos app, for those of you that don't know, is fully integrated with our CCA system, meaning the email address that you use to access your CCA account, the email that you get all of our emails to, use that email to register through your Fishing Chaos account. You get a free account. Doesn't cost you anything. Use that email, make a free account if you don't already have one. When you go through the app, you're going to look up CCA Star if it hasn't popped up already. You're going to make sure you're in the 2025 CCA Star tournament. It'll ask you to register. You just input all your information there using the same address, and it registers you. It's very simple. Very
email
simple.
address.
Email address, yes.
Yeah, that's all it takes. And I know we got this question quite a bit last year, not so much this year, but starting at midnight tonight, a submit button will appear on the Fishing Chaos app. So don't worry, because I know we had a lot of questions as to how do I actually submit a fish? It's going to happen at midnight tonight. So, and it's very simple. We have a whole tutorial that's about to come out here at 5 o'clock, less than 2 hours away. Or if you hop onto our YouTube channel and look us up, it's already resides out up there. So looking forward to that one. And we're here just answering any more questions if you guys have any. Aside from that, I'll throw it to you, Tony. What is one of the most exciting things, in your opinion, that you were just super excited about for this year in the Star Tournament?
The opportunity to participate in citizen science, I think, speaks volumes. I mean, we see the number of federal funding getting cut across the whole state. And this is one of those things where, as fishermen who are fighting for our right to fish in this state, this is a way for us to come together and say, okay, we can get the data that you need. We're out on the water almost every day. Many of us, almost every day. So for us to be able to go out and get very valuable data that does not exist or is extremely outdated, this is talking about the Mylar balloons, talking especially about sand bass when it was on the brink of a full season closure for us this year. This is how we combat these issues.
Absolutely. I think that's a really good one. I think one of my favorite pieces or parts of this year's Star Tournament is the youth scholarships. I mean, we're giving away over $15,000 worth of scholarships that are up for grabs thanks to our great friends and sponsors at AFCO, Batson Enterprises, and Mudhole Tackle. I mean, really, it's $10. That's it. And really, those kids are going to be fishing anyway. You might as well just throw them in the tournament if you're a parent. And man, it's good news. It's the right thing to do. We've been wanting to do this for a while now. I know CCA National. I mean, if you look at any other CCA state, chapters with star tournaments. So I'm talking Texas, Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina, any of those states with star tournaments, they're giving away. We're kind of on the lower end of the financial investment. We'll get there. We'll get to this level. But I mean, CCA Texas is giving away, I think, on the upwards of almost 50 grand in scholarships.
Copious amounts of scholarships.
Yeah, we'll get there
Copious
someday.
amounts.
We'll get there, but we're starting at 15, which is nothing to sneeze at. But the good news is, and we've gotten this question quite a bit too over the last couple months. What is it eligible for? What are the funds? So basically, how we structured it is, you can use it on school supplies. You can use it on whatchamacallit. You can use it on not only supplies, on books, on obviously tuition, on colleges. You can always use it for like trade schools and vocational schools as well. You're not limited on where you use this money for. So really, really great opportunity. If you have, or if you know somebody between the ages of 13 and 17, whether it's a son, daughter, niece, nephew, grandkid, you name it, friend, neighbor, whoever, get them in on this tournament. It's really, really simple to do, just like the grand prizes are. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. And, the stats show that we have, I'm trying to do some math here in my head. Bear with me, I'm an English major. We probably have at least 10 times more youths participating in this year's tournament than last year because of it. So it's a really, really good opportunity. So that's a mouthful. I'm tired. Well, did I miss anything, Tony?
Oh man, Chris, we have lived and breathed this tournament ever since I got brought on board. Yourself, you've been in it longer. But there's so much information that we just spewed out. Go to our website. If we missed anything, our website, I guarantee you, has all the information and some. We have a lot of tools on our Instagram. There are so many tools out there, but Chris and I, we are monitoring these posts. Our electronic devices are, unfortunately, plastered to our hip here. And we have a team of people as well that are helping us.
Yeah.
But, we're here to help everybody. And going back to the kids' scholarships, we're investing into our youth. Our youth is our future. Parents, grandparents, take your sons, take your daughters, take your grandkids fishing.
I mean, to kind of go back to that point, Tony, we have not only are we monitoring, but we have professionals monitoring too. We have our third-party judge monitoring. Mm-hmm. We have our friends at CCA National monitoring it. So there's plenty of help to go around. Since we've been on here, I've already gotten 5 or 6 messages with questions that I have to get to, but we will get back to you absolutely. So a lot of information that we kind of spelled out here on this video and just dumped on it. If you want to go see a recording, or listen to a recording rather, of basically this entire breakdown, head over to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Also head over to our YouTube channel. Tony has a great video that just got released as to how to submit a fish, going over all of the new twists for this year. There's really not much else to say other than just go fishing. Go fishing, register for Star, and win some prizes. I want to give you, I'm looking at you, I want to give you the boat in September when we give it away. But you got to participate. You got to enter in the Star Tournament, and you got to go catch a qualifying length fish. But one more for you, Tony, before we wrap up here. I have a feeling, but aside from saltwater bass, because saltwater bass was our most entered species last year.
Yes, I still cannot believe that.
Yeah, saltwater bass was our most entered species.
I thought for sure it'd be bluefin. I thought yellowtail would be up there as well. Saltwater bass.
So my question to you, assuming that everything stays the same with saltwater bass and it's going to be the top or the most entered species, what do you think number 2 will be this year?
Oh, not number 1. What's number 2 going to be?
Yep.
Whew.
Take your time.
I'm hoping bluefin, especially since we opened up the border down to Mexico. I would hope. I think. I mean, I don't guess how fishing is going to go. When fishing is really good, people don't have any forecasted opinions. But when fishing is bad, you hear everything come out of the woodworks. But I'm going to say bluefin. I'll stick to that. I'll stick to bluefin.
I tend to agree. I really hope that bluefin kind of get, because I don't think it wasn't not entered in a lot last year, but the bluefin it kind of just depended on the opportunity that was out there. Mm-hmm. We just didn't see it. So if there's a lot more bluefin that are entered into the Star Tournament, it means there's a lot more opportunity for bluefin to be caught, mm-hmm. which is ultimately what's kind of important to me. So yeah, I think I join you in that. I think bluefin's probably going to be up there. If we have a great yellowtail bite, that would be cool. And the Coronado Islands are eligible now. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of opportunity to be had in the Star Tournament.
It just takes one. It just takes one.
Literally. But I think we are going to wrap things up here. Like I said, yellowfin. I agree, actually.
Aaron, I hope so. I miss those things.
Yeah.
I miss the footballs.
Yeah. Yeah. If they come in August or so, right before the tournament wraps up, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's going to do it for this edition of the live stream and of the podcast. Hopefully we make a habit of doing this.
Yeah, we always say that.
Currently catching. Where's our invite, man? What the heck?
Yeah, Aaron, why don't you want to come down and hang out with us?
We got to get you on our podcast too, man. For sure.
I've only asked 1,000,000 times. I'm not offended. Maybe a little bit.
Awesome. Well, that's going to do it. Tony, any last words or last thoughts?
Thank you to all of our sponsors. If there's a big takeaway here, we could not do this without all the people that donate their time and energy and resources. Davey, all your photo editing, and Jordan and Matt Florentino. I mean, there are so many people, from sponsors to volunteers to board members, that it takes a very big village to do this. It's not easy. We can't do it alone. So we're very fortunate to have the team that we do, all with a shared vision in mind.
That's a good point, Tony. I mean, we have a bunch of committee members that put in a lot of time and effort into this. We have a lot of social media experts around the industry that put in a lot of time and effort into this. I mean, it really is a team effort. It's not just two people. It's not just the two of us. Mm-hmm. It's a whole bunch, including Davey Brown, our committee chair, and also the people that kind of set the framework for this year as well, that were a part of the committee last year as well. Chris Wheaton being one of them, who was the original committee chair, and just the support of our entire state board, local chapter. I mean, everyone got involved with the Star Tournament in some way, shape, or form.
I do want to say, if there's one fleeting thought before we close out here.
Okay.
If anybody has footage recording your species on the device, email them over to us. We are always in need of footage, and we want to highlight our amazing anglers that are out there. So I'll go ahead, I'll put forth, you can look up my email. Please send it my way. Please send it my way.
You know, that kind of reminds me of something that we totally forgot to talk about.
Oh, no.
But we will talk about it a little bit later on. But when you go out fishing, like we always do, because I know you do, we all do, take pictures of your qualifying fish. Not just on the measuring device, but take a picture of yourself or with someone else, of whoever caught their qualifying fish or whatnot. Post it on social media and tag us, because we are bringing back these social media prizes this week or this year. We're not going to do it every week, but we're going to do it every 2 weeks. So what you have to do, just take a photo post it, tag us, tag both the CCA account and the CCA Cal Star account, which, by the way, if you don't follow that, you should follow that too. Tag both accounts, and you might be entered to win a very cool prize. And again, more on that a little bit later. We'll throw up another social media post and video on that. But there's so many ways to win prizes, guys. It's
There is
unbelievable.
there is no reason why people should not participate in this tournament. Everyone's fishing, everyone's taking photos of their fish. It makes so much sense.
How about, I don't think we've mentioned it here, but we've done the math a couple times before. Tony, we have over $100,000. Yes, $100,000 of prizes that are up for grabs in this year's tournament.
Yeah, we had, I think, $73,000 in prizes last year, so we upped the ante here, Chris.
We did. So make sure to get out there. Make sure you go fishing. Make sure you take pictures. Make sure you register for the tournament. You got to register. That's all it takes. That's pretty much my fleeing message to you guys. Just register for the tournament, and everything takes care of itself.
I think that's all I got, Chris.
That's all I got. We've delved into quite a bit. Once again, we've mentioned it before, but we'll mention it again. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, or if you think we didn't do a good enough job on explaining every little detail, ccacalifornia.com/star, and all the info, I promise, will be there. But anywho, let's wrap this thing up, shall we?
We shall.
Guys, if you had a great time, if you are in this tournament, if you just want to follow us and what we do, make sure to go follow us on Instagram at CCA California. Make sure to go follow our YouTube page, subscribe there, subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And with that, we will see you guys hopefully soon. Good luck out there in the 2025 Star Tournament.
Good luck.